Comeback season, give yourselves a round of applause. We made it. I'm glad that you're here. We're going to jump right into it. Can I tell you a story? I was thinking you would say that. I had a student in my class that was struggling to build her confidence. And she would always sing her favorite song, the I Can't song. Anytime we were trying to do any assignment, I can't. Or speak in front of class, I just can't. And one day I call her to the front of the class and I say, can you tie your shoes? She says, well, yeah. I said, okay, prove it to me. She gets down and does it. I said, oh my God, you did it. She said, oh yeah, you did it. She said, yeah, okay. I said, well, let's prove it one more time. Can you tie your shoes with the lights off? She says, yeah. I said, okay, prove it to me. The lights go down. She bends down. She's tying up. She says, sir, I'm finished. I have another student turn the lights back on. And I look down and say, oh, you did it. How crazy is that? You can tie your shoes even in darkness. I said, well, let's prove it one more time. She said, sir, I can't. I said, no more, I can't. One more time, I call 5 volunteers to the front of the audience, and I say, now, they're going to say some mean and ugly things about you. Can you still tie your shoes with them doing that? Yeah, I guess. I said, okay, here we go. You're stupid, I hate you, liar, you're worthless, you're so fat, look at you, you're doing it wrong. And this time, she ties both of her shoes. And I said, oh my gosh, you did it. Now the whole class is just, yeah, you did it. And she said, I don't know. I said, you missed it. How crazy is it that you can tie your shoes even in darkness? You can tie your shoes with people making some messed up things about you, but you cannot believe in yourself in the same way. Wow. Why is that? You can tie your shoes because you've practiced it. You've practiced tying your shoes that regardless of the situation, regardless of the circumstance, you can still tie your shoes. If there's a little bit of wind, it's a little bit rainy, you still know how to do it because it's practice. And tying your shoes became a habit. And believing in yourself now, pursuing your goals, doing what you want to do, what you were called to do, it's not magic. You don't wake up and say, oh, I got confidence. It does. I'm talking, you may drink something that makes you think you have confidence, but you don't. So I know what the kids here. Loving who you are, waking up every day and pursuing your goals takes practice. And then it becomes a habit. And you're saying, well, how do I believe in myself? How do I trust myself? You know what's crazy? I watched all of you sit in these chairs blindly. You didn't check the chair. You didn't sit and say, oh, chair, can I trust you? You didn't check in and say, oh, sir, chair, will you support me? Chair, will you have my back? See what I'm doing there? You didn't? None of you did that. You just sat right down in these chairs blindly, and you gave this chair your full confidence. You've never met these chairs. You've never met the chair. You just say, oh. But you can't believe in yourself. And it's just you. And by my count, there's about 73 chairs in here. And there's just one of you. How much more valuable are you than a chair? Well, sir, a chair, that's what it's supposed to do. A chair is supposed to support me, right? But a chair can only be a chair, am I correct? You have unlimited power. You can do anything you put your mind to. But yet you give this chair your blind faith, your blind trust. Today I want to talk to you about being your biggest cheerleader. If you're going to be your biggest cheerleader, you're going to have to know that cheerleaders never leave the game. They celebrate their small successes, and they are fearless. Are you ready? Cheerleaders never leave the game. Never. Do I have any sports fans by a round of hand? Yeah, show of hand. Yep. By a round of hand. The band can stop playing. Fans will leave. Players get injured. Coaches get ejected. But the cheerleaders never leave the game. Never. Oh, I could do a whole speech right there. I'm saying is that when people leave you, when people betray you, when people walk out on you, you have got to keep cheering for yourself. And you keep waiting, well, they left me. We were supposed to do this together and they left me, and this happened, they left me. You can cheer for yourself. I'm saying stop being bitter and let's go be better. Watch this. Other people want to see you fall, but don't trip. You can always spring back regardless of the season. Oh, I think I said something there. I think I said something there. I'll prove it to you. Can I have 2 volunteers from the audience? You, sir. Oh, hi. You, sir. Give them a round of applause as they come on up here. Okay, what I want you to do is I want you to sit on the floor, and you're going to sit back to back. And you're going to link arms with each other. And I want you to stand up together. Go for it. Oh, no. Oh. Okay, try it again.
There you go.
Okay, let's see. Wait, what? Okay. You know what's crazy? Why did he walk out on you? You may never know why people walk out on you. It's crazy that when you're trying to accomplish a goal, that is when people leave you when you needed them the most. Wow. But you can stand up for yourself. And people keep saying, we were going to do this together. And I'm telling you, you do not have to have other people to reach your goal. And if you say, are you saying that teamwork isn't effective? I'm saying if you can't get groups of people to stand up with you, you might have to stand up for yourself. Give him a round of applause. Thank you. The next thing you need to understand, if you're going to be your biggest cheerleader, we're talking about building your confidence, trusting yourself. You need to know that cheerleaders celebrate the small successes. You're going to have to celebrate your small successes on your way to your larger victory. Do you see what we're talking about here? I went to see one of my frat brothers coach. What's up, boo? And I thought it was on time. I walk into the gymnasium, I hear this crazy sound coming from the cheerleaders, not the crowd. Yeah! I'm walking into my leg to this game. Is it halftime? What is happening here? Y'all, I look at the scoreboard, 2-0. The game just started, and they're shouting like crazy people. I thought they were under attack. And I said, what is going on here? Cheerleaders know that you have to celebrate the small successes on the way to the larger victory. Oh, can I tell you something here? Every goal you make counts. 3-0, 12-59, the score does not matter when your goals count. And I'm telling you, you're going to have to celebrate your small successes, little things that you do. Hey, you lost 5 pounds this month? Give it a round of applause. You were able to save $50 this month? Round of applause. Your GPA increased, your credit score increased. Give yourself a round of applause. You walked into work and you didn't have to cuss anybody out. Give yourself a round of applause. I did that 3 times today. They hate my guts. Listen. I talked to my frat brother and he says, we don't even look at the score. He tells his team, don't even look at the scoreboard. Because when you look at the scoreboard, it's literally a comparison. You're comparing yourself, and you say, well, we're losing, I think I'm a loser. If I'm failing, I think that I'm a failure. If I'm down, I think that I'm done. But this is not true. There's still more time on the clock. I'm saying you right now, the fact that you are here, you still have more time left. This is not the end of your season. This is your... Oh, come on. I just want to see who's moving. You comparing yourself is wrong. Every time you compare yourself to other people, well, she got married. Why can't I get married? Because you're not ready, baby. You ain't ready for that. well, he got a new car. I wanted a Mustang. Why didn't I get a Mustang? You didn't even want a Mustang. Why are you complaining that you didn't get what you didn't want?
Ooh, yes.
Stop comparing yourself to other people. I think that cheerleaders have great perspective. It's the way they see things. They know that the current score does not dictate the final outcome of the season. And you keep thinking that I'm down, but you're not done. I'll prove it to you. Many of you have heard the story of the 2 students and the 50 wolves. One weekend, 2 students, they go camping. And they come across a sign that says, $5,000 for the head of one wolf. And the student says, oh man, Do we get $5,000 if we kill a wolf? The other student says, I ain't never seen no wolves. You ever have a friend, you try to tell them a goal and they start immediately telling you why it won't work? Nah, I can't see that happen. Man, shut up, we're gonna find a wolf. The weekend goes, they don't see one wolf until the last night. And one of the students wakes up, he hears a crazy sound coming outside the tent. He looks out, he sees the tent is surrounded by 50 wolves. He says, oh my God, bro, wake up. Oh my God, bro, wake up. The wolves are circling the tent closer. Bro, wake up, please wake up. He can see their bloodshot eyes. He can see the saliva dripping from their fangs like venom. Not the movie. The wolves are getting closer and closer. Bro, wake up, bro. He says, dude, I'm awake. He says, dude, we're rich. It's your perspective. How do you see things when life knocks you down? And it will. Do you see failure or do you see experience? Do you see obstacles or do you see opportunities? I'm saying, what do you see? And I know your friends can't see it. I know your coworkers can't see it. But I'm saying you have to tell yourself, this is my season. This is my comeback season. Things weren't working out for me, but this is my reinvention season. I had to let go of some of my toxic friends and toxic coworkers. This is my comeback season. This is my growing season. Things weren't working out. I switched up my routine, and I am making my comeback. The last thing you need to know is that cheerleaders are fearless. Is anybody fearless in the audience? Are you fearless? Oh, then you're in the right building then. You're in the right spot. I was a basketball announcer for 4 years at my university, and I noticed these cheerleaders trying some amazing things. They always trying these crazy stunts. The big girls were always at the bottom, and that's okay. You need a strong foundation. I could do a whole speech right there. But the one at the top, she was fearless. I see her climbing on top of 5 girls to get to the top. Her legs are looking a little bit shaky. Go guys, go, yeah, go guys, go. The pyramid dips a little bit. They thrust her into the air. You should have seen the look on her face. She falls and breaks her jaw, and there's blood split everywhere, and she tries it again. I'm saying you gotta be fearless. All my students keep saying the same thing. Well, sir, what if I fail? What if I fail? What if I mess up? What if I fail? What if I fail? What if you change somebody's life? What if your words, what if your story inspires an entire generation? Maybe those things happen to you so you could save somebody else. People keep saying, well, if I fail. Les Brown says, I'm afraid to pursue my goals. I'm afraid to put myself out there. But he says, I'm more afraid not to. To do this thing, you're going to have to be fearless. Is that all right? Yeah. This is going to be your comeback season. Friends, I have good news and I have bad news for you. The bad news is that your excuses stop today. You know better. Now you have to do better. The good news is that your losing streak stops today. Oh, your anxiety, your depression, all of those things can stop today. Your negative thinking, your toxic relationships, those can stop today. This has to be your comeback season. The very fact that you all are here, I know somebody invited you, but by chance you are literally here right now. It has to start right now. What happens if you don't? What happens if you stop cheering for yourself? I'm going to close with a story. There's a farmer responsible for getting water for his village day in and day out. He carries 2 large black pots. Both of them are designed to carry 4 gallons worth of water. One of the pots has a crack in it. And because of its flaw, because of its defect, it pours out half of its water. The pot is a little self-conscious and says, just to the farmer, I give up. I just give up. Comparing himself to another pot. I told you don't do that. He says, when we get back to the farm, I'm going to get this water and that's it. The farmer takes it off and says, dude, what are you talking about, man? The farmer says, what do you see behind you? He says, well, I see a path full of beautiful flowers. He says, what side are they on? He says, well, they're on the right side. They're on my side. The farmer says, I knew you by your flaws. I planted those seeds months ago. And because of your flaw, you were able to make some amazing things happen. Because of your flaw, what was inside of you, you were able to make some things grow. And I'm here today to tell you, I don't care what they said about you, but you are beautiful enough. You are talented enough. Right now, as you are, you can bring others to life. Oh my God. Right now, you can do these things. You keep comparing yourself, but you are doing some amazing things. I need you to go ahead and stand up right now. Go ahead and stand up across the room, please. You are no accident. You're no accident. Your life has a plan. Your life has a purpose. And you keep thinking, well, what if? Keep standing. You're okay. Right now, you can do some amazing things. This has to be your comeback season. Last season was bad. Last year was bad. Last year I was unemployed. Last year I gained a whole bunch of weight. But this is my comeback season. Yesterday was not too good, but my best days are still ahead of me. I'm saying you're going to have to fight a little bit longer, pray a little bit harder. You're going to have to push a little bit further. But you can't give up on yourself. You can make some amazing things happen. And when we leave this room here in a second, it all starts. The losing stops. The defeated mindset stops. The negative thinking stops. And right now, when you walk through those doors, here comes your comeback season. And let me ask you, is this your comeback season?
Yes.
Is this your comeback season?
Yes.
No, is this your comeback season?
Yes.
Then prove it to me. Thank you.